It's crazy that nobody is trying to bring this up, right? Nobody is talking about this. The fact that Triple H is slowly turning Otis back into a goofy, goofball character, like he first was on the main roster. How come nobody is talking about that? That's weird. It's like, don't you think that's a problem? It's like, look, what was the issue with how the way Vince McMahon was pushing him? It's like he changed his in-ring style to a powerful monster. He went from a goofy goofball to a serious, brute, monster, Vader-like character. If you are Triple H, why would you want to change that? It's like, hold on, how is being a goofball goofy better than being a poor man's mini Vader? That's what he was. In fact, Otis was doing the goddamn Vader bomb. So yes, Vince was trying to book him as mini Vader. Look, the Alpha Academy was booked better under Vince McMahon. Now, Gable and Otis are just jobbers. They are just jobbers to the stars to put people over. That was not the case under Vince McMahon. They was actually getting wins, quality wins. And Otis had a new lease on life on the main roster. He went from a goofball to a serious guy that had tons of upside, tons of potential. Why would Triple H want to change that? Look, dude, at this rate, it wouldn't shock me if Triple H gives Roman Reigns back his vest. Facts. It wouldn't shock me if Triple H turns Bray back into the goddamn Fiend. Listen, it wouldn't shock me if Triple H gives the Usos back their face paint. It wouldn't shock me if Triple H turns Cody Rhodes back into dashing Cody Rhodes. That's where this is leading to. Why is he trying to flip everything Vince McMahon did? He don't care if it got over. That's what's scary about this. He's changing gimmicks that got over on the main roster. He's changing that to his image, to his vision on what he wanted these guys to be down in NXT. But I'm like, bro, are you insane? You have to read the room. What they were down in NXT, you can't compare that to thousands and thousands of people in a big time arena. This is not Full Sail. It's like we're in big arenas. That's not going to get over your damn gimmicks from NXT. It's like, I don't get it. But when it comes to Otis, it's like this dude, he is trying to put him back with the maximum male models. He's trying to put him in that group. Dawg, that is a jobber comedy act. That group is made to be a comedy act. Jobbers. They don't win matches. So why would you put Otis in that group? They don't win matches. They are jobbers. Literally, they don't win matches, which makes them jobbers. They are jobbers to the stars. They are a comedy act faction. So why would you put Otis in that group? He's doing just fine with Chad Gable. He has been doing fine as Chad Gable's muscle until you came along. So you want to flex your power by turning Otis back into a goofball. That's crazy. Dude, I'm not playing around. It wouldn't shock me if he turned Bayley back into a hugger. I'm dead ass serious. That's where this is going. He's flipping everybody back to what they once were. I'm like, that doesn't make no sense. Why are you making talent go backwards? Why are you giving talent basically nostalgia gimmicks? what they once were years back. Dude, the last time Otis was a goofy was like, what, 2 years ago? During the pandemic? Remember? Listen, let's talk about Asuka. Asuka is a prime example. Vince booked her like a charismatic, fun-like character to give her more personality, to transition better to the main audience. And she got over. Remember, she got over under Vince McMahon's vision. Once he gave her more charisma, more personality, more of a gimmick that the main audience can see through, can translate to, she got over, and to a point where he made her a champion multiple times. Remember, she turned to a fun-like character during the pandemic, and she got over. Listen, let this sink in. You can make the argument Asuka is no longer over. Let me say that once again. You can make an argument. Ever since Triple H has been in charge, Asuka is no longer over. You know why? He turned her back into Kana. Dude, all these marks, all these indie marks are just jerking off to the mindset that Triple H turned her back into Kana, or turned her back to what she was down in NXT as a serious badass character. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do you care about their feud, Belair and Asuka? I don't. Do you? Whose fault is that? See, this would have been a better feud if Asuka would have stayed as Asuka, the fun-loving character that the crowd loves. Now, the crowd don't care about her now. Where is the lie? Now she's bland and serious. Okay, she has face paint. Does that make her a badass now? Like, really? Nobody cares about this feud. And I blame Asuka. I blame her new character. It's boring. It's generic. Dude, not everybody has to be a badass. Sometimes you gotta stop people from being who they once were. You gotta evolve. Asuka, she evolved from a serious character to a fun-loving, charismatic figure that the crowd loved. She was a fun-loving character. Triple H turned her back into a serious, no-nonsense-like character. Bro, that's not going to get over. Now she's back to square one. That audience wants her to be a fun-loving character again. That's what made her her. That's what made her over. Now she's bland and serious. She don't act goofy no more. When she was goofy, that worked. Because she had the charisma to go along with it. She actually pulled it off. Right? Vince changed her for the better. Whatever works down in NXT, that's not gonna fly on the main roster. Ags can't cross. Okay? So, Asuka, prime example. Triple H changed her. Now she's no longer over. Nobody cares about her. Dude, where is Elias? Elias is done. Triple H brought back a dead character that nobody cares about. Okay, why would you get rid of that character, right? You got rid of Zeke. Zeke was a fresh air. He got over as Zeke. You changed him back into Elias, a dead character. Why is he giving people back nostalgia characters? Like, we want to see them back. What's done is done. That's the past. It's like, bro, it wouldn't shock me if he turns Seth Rollins back into the burn it down Seth Rollins. That's where this is going now, man. He's turning back everybody in his image. I don't get it. We all got used to Zeke. Zeke was special. Zeke had potential, man. That crowd was really growing on him. Asuka, I miss the old Asuka, man. I miss the fun-loving, goofy you know what I'm saying, non-serious Asuka that can be a badass at times, but not all the time. Now, she is a no-nonsense badass, and the crowd do not give a damn. Same thing with Otis. Dude, that crowd does not want to see Otis as a goofy. That crowd does not want to see Otis back as a goofball. Like, what are you doing? That's it. I'm done.